Good morning. Happy Friday. The title of the stream says it all of how stoked I am. It's not like official, but it's coming. A Solana ETF. The conversation has started. Canada might be getting the ball rolling. Woo! I am stoked. When I saw that yesterday, I was hyped. We'll get into it more. But welcome to a Friday stream. Another one. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday and good morning, GM. Send it. Send it. Send the ETF. Send it. Full send, Canada. Be the first to do it. You know? I was so hyped. We're early. Like, if you don't think we're early at $130 or whatever it is this morning, like, if you don't think we're early and an ETF is about to, like, the conversation starting and it's about to happen, we are early. We are early. Let's go. I'm happy. I'm so excited. When I saw that news, it's so good. It's so good. But good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I love Fridays. Fridays are like the best, right? Then tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe you don't work on Saturdays. I don't know. Maybe you don't work on Saturdays. This Saturday, I'm actually working. Kind of a bummer, but it's not like a super long time. It's like 10 to 2, but oh well, happens. But it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a Friday. We love Fridays. Fridays are good days. Good morning, everyone. If you can, please like, repost, comment, chat, whatever. I love it when you guys chat because I get to kind of interact with you guys. I get to talk with you. At any point, if you ever have a question during the screen, throw it up in the chat and I'll try to get to it. And I try to be good at following what the chat is doing. So, I mean, it's not like there's a ton of chats. I do. I really like hearing from you guys during the stream. So please feel free to chat in there. But yeah, throw questions at any time if I'm not making sense on something. But we're gonna have fun. This is gonna be a longer change. When Solana 1K, I'm asking the same question. When is Solana gonna hit 1K? If Solana hits 4 figures at $1,000, dude, I will lose my mind. We will be going crazy in the live stream if Solana hits $1,000. Okay, that's all I gotta say. We'll be throwing a party. We'll be doing something special for that, because I think it will happen. I think it's gonna take more than 5 years, but I don't think it's unrealistic to expect it in 5 years. I'm not a mathematician, right? I'm not a future predictor though, so you know, take that with a grain of salt. That's my hopes and wishes that it's in less than 5 years, but only time can tell. But when Solana 1K, I'm asking the same question because I think it's possible, especially with an ETF. Well, technically it's called an ETP, but an ETF on the way, basically the same thing. I'm stoked. We'll get into that. I'm getting ahead of myself. You know, let's warm up a little bit this morning. We're going to try connections again. Wednesday, we did it for the first time, and I sucked. It was hard. I didn't get one. I used all my guesses. Didn't even get one block. I was absolute garbage. But this morning, let's see if we can do connections, get warmed up, let people come in. Where's my mouse? There it is. Let people kind of come in. But let's get into it. Let's have a little fun this morning. Play some connections. And then we'll get on to the juicy stuff. Make sure you got your favorite drink with you. For me, it's the morning time, so I love coffee. I can drink coffee at any time of the day. But let's play some connections right now. All right. Oh, this one looks way more doable. Way more doable. All right. Cinderella. What? Rumpelstiltskin. I don't know what that is. Ferris wheel. But all right, Cinderella. Okay, rags to riches. kind of goes with Cinderella. What about underdog tilt-a-whirl? Go ahead, roller coaster clearance. Huh. Green light. Let's see. Ferris wheel. I think carnival. I think roller coaster. I think Rumpelstiltskin. No, I don't. Who freaking... That's not even a word. That's not even a word. All right. Ferris wheel. Was there a Ferris wheel in Cinderella? No idea. Rags to riches. I feel like goes with Cinderella. Underdog kind of gives me Cinderella vibes. Because she's like the underdog, you know, can't fit her foot in the shoe or whatever. Or maybe it does fit in the shoe, right? I don't know. I don't know Cinderella. Maybe it does fit. I don't know. Maybe that's why she's Cinderella. Bumper to bumper. David Goliath. Rags to riches. Merry-go-round. Tilt-a-whirl. That's 5 of those. But they're all a go ahead. Buttermilk gives me pancake and baking vibes. All right. Cinderella. Rags to riches, underdog. That Ferris wheel doesn't really, to me, that doesn't really. Oh, thumbs up. Go ahead. All right. I feel like we're close here. Rumpelstiltskin. That must be some kind of Cinderella thing. What is that? Rumpelstiltskin. It's gotta be. Oh, Ferris wheel, roller coaster. Merry-go-round. Oh, shoot. I'm stupid. Ferris wheel, merry-go-round, roller coaster. All right. Tilt-a-whirl? Tilt-a-whirl probably is a roller coaster. Green light, tailgate. Tailgate, I think football games, barbecues and stuff. Oh, green light. That's a game. No. Thumbs up, clearance, go ahead. Tilt-a-whirl. Tilt-a-whirl. This has got it. Merry-go-round is a roller coaster. Ferris wheel is a roller coaster. And this is a roller coaster. Tilt-a-whirl. Tilt-a-whirl sounds like a roller coaster. Yes. First try. We got one. Amusement park rides. Look at that. I never heard of Tilt-a-whirl, but whatever. Okay. All right. Okay. We got 4 out of the way. All right. Bumper to bumper. Oh, tailgate. Bumper to bumper. Tailgate, like you're tailgating a car. Bumper to bumper traffic. Right? Green light. And the go ahead? That's got to be it. Thank you, Fabulous. You saw that. Yeah, Wednesday we sucked. I couldn't get a single one. I was horrible. I feel like this has got to be the next one. Let's see. What? Huh. All right, I got another one. David and Goliath, underdog, definitely goes together. Okay. Cinderella, also underdog. Okay. Rags to riches. David went from rags to riches and Cinderella went from rags to riches, right? I think that's pretty accurate. Let's go. We're getting this one. Okay, this last one's kind of weird. I still don't get Rumpelstiltskin. Type of come from behind stories. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yep. All right. Okay. All right. Buttermilk. Okay, buttermilk. Buttermilk and Rumpelstiltskin, I feel like just go together. No idea what Rumpelstiltskin is. I mean, if anybody knows what that is, just tell me in the chat. Yes. I've never heard of this before. I mean, who has ever heard of Rumpelstiltskin? It's not even a word. Okay. All right. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay, like thumbs up, green light, go ahead. Thumbs up. All right. Thumbs up, green light, go ahead. It's like, yes, like thumbs up. You got the green light to go. Go ahead, do it, right? and buttermilk, maybe? Like, that doesn't seem... It doesn't seem right. All right, thumbs up, green light. Rumpelstiltskin is a German fairy tale. Okay. Rumpelstiltskin. Sorry, I don't speak German, but okay, it's a fairy tale. This must be a fairy tale. Maybe. All right. Thumbs up, green light, go ahead. Clearance? Like, you got the clearance to go. Oh, that's probably it. Let's go. Easy. Bumper. All right, approval. Okay, and then this one. Bumper to bumper. Tailgate, buttermilk. Is this a traffic thing? Buttermilk. Beginning with... Wait, whoa. Beginning with synonyms for rear end. No. Rumpelstiltskin is your butt? Buttermilk? What? Oh, butt? Beginning with synonyms for rear end, like butt or milk. I don't know. I don't get that. I'm glad we got that one. Wednesday was horrible. We literally didn't get a single one. It was rough. That last one, I would have never gotten that. Okay, if I would have tried to start with the buttermilk and bumper to bumper, that was horrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about the news. Solana ETF. Solana ETF in the works. 3 IQ files for new ETP in Canada. Let's go. I have no idea the timeline on this. I wanted us to talk about it. I wanted us to do some research on it. And I wanted us to get hyped for some ETFs for Solana. Because Bitcoin's got an ETF. Now Solana's in talks for ETF. Ethereum's already got its ETFs. It was our turn. It was our time. I honestly didn't think it was going to be this fast of this talking. I thought it might be a next year, whatever. But it's here. It is here. All right, 3IQ is an asset manager, okay? They're the ones who filed for it. They're the ones who are planning on doing the ETP for Solana. Let me see. Hold on, my phone's like kind of... Oh, Fabulous, you sent me a DM. Let me see. Let me check it real fast. Oh, thanks. Fabulous sent us Rumpelstiltskin. The thing, aka spelled as Rumpelstiltskin, is an antagonist of a fairy tale that originated in Northern Highlands, where he is known as Rumpelstiltskin. Maybe he must have been a butthead. I don't know. That's funny. Thank you, Fabulous. That was weird. I never heard of that before. Okay, Solana ETF. Okay, Solana ETF in the works. 3IQ files for new ETP in Canada. Let's go. Okay, so digital asset manager 3IQ has filed for a Solana exchange traded product. Okay, trades that an ETP trades just like a stock. It's open for day trading and all that stuff. Okay, listing on the Canada's Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSE, Northern America's first, if approved, the firm claims. I do not, there is no Solana ETF that I have ever heard of. Okay, I think this will be the first one. I have not heard of a Solana ETF anywhere else. Okay, this is from them. We have submitted a preliminary prospectus for the Solana Fund QSOL in Canada in relation to an initial public offering. 3IQ posted to X on June 20th, which was yesterday. This happened yesterday. Okay, let's go to that tweet. All right, this is the tweet. This is the let me change my screen to a little bit smaller. Okay, so you can actually like see what we're looking at. Okay. All right, this is the post that they did on Twitter that went really viral. Like a bunch of people saw this. DJ News like talked about it. So this is how I saw it. I saw it through DJ News. and it's 3iQ Digital Asset Management. 3iQ Corp is pleased to announce that we have submitted a preliminary prospectus for the Solana fund QSOL. Okay, QSOL. Now, what I couldn't really find is like a timeline. Like, when is QSOL supposed to launch? Is it launching in 2024? Is it launching in 2025? Is this going to take a really long time like it did for Bitcoin? I don't know. Here is their actual write-up of it, right? This is they're on their website talking about the ETP and what it actually is, what their goal is for delivering with the ETP. So they're a global leader in digital assets, submits preliminary prospectus for the Solana fund. Okay. 3iQ is proud to announce an exclusive investment opportunity for our upcoming IPO. They're going to try to have some investments for this. Let's see. I'm trying to find if there's any timeline. I want to see if they say when they will get this ready. I don't more on Solana. Let's check the press release up here. Let's see if there's a 3iQ. Okay. The Solana fund has filed a preliminary. I don't see any date. QSOL will represent another trailblazing industry first in 3iQ's well-established history. They have a QETH. Okay, they have a staking ETF with Ethereum. Let's see. Sol's a native, launched in 2020. Yeah, we know that. About 3iQ Digital Asset Management. Okay. They were founded in 2012. Yeah, I don't see anything. I do not see anything that gives us like a timeline of when this first Solana ETP is launched. And I thought maybe you guys would wonder like, oh, it's a Solana ETP. It doesn't matter. It's not an ETF. It's not the same. It actually pretty much is very similar. What's the difference? Okay, I went and looked this up so you guys can see for yourself, so you're not just taking my word for it, because I like to show you guys also what I understand, but also give you some context for someone that's trustworthy, like Investopedia. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. Investopedia. Okay, they say exchange traded product ETP, which is what 3iQ mentioned, versus an exchange traded fund, which is an ETF, right? What's the difference? Okay, exchange traded products offer investors diversity and liquidity through pooled investments that trade on stock exchanges akin to individual stocks. So it trades like an individual stock. Where exchange traded funds are the best known and offer flexibility, cost efficiency, and comparatively lower fees. ETFs often mirror the performance of indexes, sectors, or commodity prices, providing a transparent and effective way to invest in entire markets or specific economic niches without having to buy the underlying asset, right? So I think the difference between the ETF here and the ETP, with what I'm understanding from their definition, is the ETP, when you're investing in that, you're like actually investing in Solana, where an ETF is you're investing in that asset manager's fund, that their pool of whatever they have. So say if they had 10,000 SOL, if it's a fund, you're getting a portion of their 10,000 SOL, right, at a certain dollar amount. And you're not actually getting Solana, you're getting whatever their fund is. If it was QSOL, that's what you're getting. You're not getting SOL, you're getting their fund asset, right? And I don't think with the ETP you're actually going to be investing in Solana, but they're doing it in a way that does it in that sense. Exchange traded projects are accessible investments offering diversification and liquidity, where exchange traded funds are a specific type of ETP that tracks an underlying index and can be bought and sold on an exchange throughout the trading day. Okay, so that's kind of like the difference. They're essentially the same thing. For me, it's still just as bullish, even though it's not an ETF. It's just as good news. Okay. So if you're wondering what the heck I see ETP, I've never heard of that. Like for me, this is actually my first time ever hearing of an ETP. That's why I wanted to look into it, because I just never heard of that. I never heard of what that is. And what I didn't know is that an ETF is actually just a type of ETP. Okay, so it's just a ETF is like a subsection of an ETP. So I'm super stoked for this. Again, I want to reiterate that if you're here in Solana, right? Let me get this a little closer so you guys can hear me loud and clear. If you're here in Solana and you're nervous for these little dumps, like right now I'm looking at the ticker 131 is where we're sitting at for Sol. You might be like, oh my gosh, it was just at 200. Why did it take a dip? Why is it lower? Like, I don't care. I've seen Solana go from $2.60 to $8. Okay. I'm here for the long term. With a Solana ETP on the way, with a Solana ETF on the way, you think this is going to be the only one? Like now that Canada is at the forefront of a Solana ETP, you don't think there's going to be other asset managers that want to take part in this and just let them get the full piece of the pie on the first one? No, they're greedy. They want to take their part of Solana. They want to get their money. This is just the beginning. Like we are so early. Solana was created in 2020. It's 4 years old. It's only 4 years old. Let it play out. You know how old Bitcoin is? Bitcoin is like, what is it? 10 years old? When was Bitcoin created? Was it 2013? Oh, 2009. 2009. That's Wikipedia. Can we trust it? Right? Bitcoin was created in 2009, right? 2013, I think, was its big first kind of like move upward. But yeah, everything I'm seeing is 2009. Okay. That is 15 years old. Bitcoin's 15 years old. Solana's not even a third of the age of Bitcoin. Okay. When was Ethereum created? (2015). Ethereum was created 2015. It's got 5 more years on Solana. And it's a top 5 coin. Solana's only 4 years old and it's a top 5 coin. And the only other coins that are in the top 5 are, is it Tether, BNB, ETH, and Bitcoin. Or not Tether, sorry. It's probably USDC. All right, let's go to CoinMarketCap real fast. Top 5 coins. Oh, it is Tether. I was right. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and BNB are the top 4 above Solana. And they have way more time under their belt. We're 4 years old. We're only 4 years into this coin. Dude, we're early. Don't be so short-sighted on little pumps and little dumps. Like, don't be so short-sighted on what you see on CT, right? If you don't know what CT is, it's crypto Twitter, right? That's a volatile space. It's a volatile where people just throw their emotions and their opinions around everywhere, and that can make you feel a certain type of way when you're oh, maybe I'm wrong. Look at the big picture. We're only 4 years old. Ethereum's 19 years old, right? No, sorry. 9 years old. Ethereum's 9 years old. Bitcoin's 2009. What is that? 25 years old? Nah, not 25. 15 years old. 15 and 9. They're way ahead of us. It's early for Solana. We're so early. And the fact that within 4 years, Solana's already gotten potentially an ETF on the way. That's huge. That's huge. I'm stoked for that. Personally, Solana is by far my favorite blockchain. I mean, I love Bitcoin. I like Ethereum. I don't love Ethereum. I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin's obviously going to be the store of value. The world, I think, will first adopt Bitcoin before anything else, right? I mean, you already see that with all those asset managers talking about it. But Ethereum, I don't love it. I know people love Ethereum. I know Vitalik is awesome developer. But I just don't see Ethereum. I don't know. I just don't love it. I think it's great that it's got an ETF, but I don't love Ethereum because the gas prices are just so unrealistic. Like I've literally paid $300 to do one transaction. I don't think I've paid $300 in my 4 years of doing transactions in Solana, and I've done thousands of transactions on Solana. Okay, I don't think I've even done close to $300 of gas fees, and I did that in one transaction on Ethereum. I've probably wasted so much money just on stupid gas fees on Ethereum. That's why I hate using Ethereum. It's such a waste of money on those gas fees. Like Solana is just, it's scalable, it's reliable, it's getting adopted by major companies like Visa, Shopify, right? You got these asset managers that are looking at it for ETFs. You got PayPal that just started its PYUSD, right? Big companies are paying attention to Solana and going to be utilizing it for the future of transactions, right? For the future of finance. Okay, we're early. I really like Solana. It's by far my favorite coin. I could see Solana being a top 3 coin one day. You know, Tether would be a pretty hard one for it to flip, but what I think we could do is flip Ethereum. Like maybe one day we flip Ethereum. I could be wrong. You know, that's a hot take probably. People are probably like, you're crazy. Ethereum's way too good. I don't know, man. Who's adopting Ethereum? What companies are going after Ethereum minus an ETF? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys know, but I don't know any. Because it's just not realistic. Who's going to pay for gas fees to do all that stuff? You're going to pay millions of dollars. When Bitcoin's a better option, right? It's a way more larger store of value. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if you think I'm stupid for thinking that Solana could flip Ethereum, right? Solana to the moon, baby. I'm all in on Solana. Okay. I'm not all in. It is a heavy portion of my portfolio, but I would love to one day be able to say I own a Bitcoin, right? I do the futures trading, right? So I want to, as I'm growing those profits, I want to take a little portion of them and start buying more Bitcoin, because I think I have a good solid bag of Solana, and now I think I want a good solid bag of Bitcoin, because I love Bitcoin. I think it's great. I should have probably invested more when it was at 18,000, this last year. Everyone always says that, but I was focused on Solana. I was accumulating as much Solana as I could, which that paid off very, very well. So I'm not mad. I just wish I had a Bitcoin. I mean, that's just a cool thing to say, especially if you're in the crypto space. If you're in here, put in the chat if you have one Bitcoin. I would love to see if we got someone in here who's got one Bitcoin, at least one. If you got more, let us know. Let us know how many Bitcoin you personally hold. Because that's a cool stat. I think that's just such dope clout. If you're like, yeah, I got a Bitcoin, that's cool crypto clout. Oh, crypto clout. That's the crypto clout, right? You got a Bitcoin. But yeah, I'm super stoked on Solana. I love hearing that news that came out yesterday for the ETP in Canada. I wouldn't be shocked if there's an asset manager in the United States who wants to be a Canadian asset manager. They're like, no, we want to be the first, right? That's a big thing to say. That's a big thing to hold, and I wouldn't be surprised that there's going to soon be a race to who could be the first Solana ETP, but we'll see. This is the first one. It could kind of die out, and maybe something doesn't happen for a little bit longer. It's just maybe not the right time for a Solana ETF. Maybe we need a little more time under Solana's belt, but I'm just stoked that the conversation's starting, because in my research on the Solana ETP, I haven't seen a single date that says this is our goal by Q4 2024. I haven't seen anything like that, or Q1 2025. I haven't seen anything. If anybody has seen a date, put it in the chat or make a comment on this post and put the actual link, and I'll check it out. If you guys actually let me see if anybody's I don't think anybody's said anything. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Yeah, no one's put anything that I'm wrong. So, but please let me know if I'm wrong. I'm willing to say I'm wrong if there is a date. I just haven't seen one personally. And 3IQ is the only ETF I know about on the horizon as of right now. Okay, 3IQ is the only one I've heard that they're thinking about doing a Solana ETF. But that's it. So right now Solana is sitting at 60.3 billion dollar market cap. Okay, it would need about 26 billion more dollars in its market cap to flip BNB to be a top 4 coin. So that's a quite a bit of money, right? BNB is a big hurdle to flip for Solana. But I think if we got an ETF, that changes the game. That changes the game. I think we see if we get an ETF approved, or we get several ETF approves, that changes the game big time. And that definitely makes it a possibility to lock in a top 4 spot in crypto. Okay. I'm so stoked. You know, we're sitting at a $130 Solana. We're early. That's a great buy price in my opinion for Solana. Like, I still think we go lower though. My personal opinion is I think we still go lower. My thesis for this week has been correct so far since Monday. That since Monday when we had that big correction at that support point that turned into resistance, we've gone lower. We've had a very bearish week. So we've been correct so far on the thesis and the technical analysis on Solana. And so I think realistically with what I see, if we continue on staying below a 130, we're going to hit 120s. We're going to hit the 120s. I think we're going to hit the low 120s, like 122, 121, maybe 120 flat, maybe even below that. But that's our next spot. That's our next, like, let's pay attention here, you know? And then if we break that, we even go maybe even under 100 before we really start ripping. Because we're still early on potential big momentum for Solana, because Bitcoin usually takes 12 to 18 months before Bitcoin, after a Bitcoin halving, really pumps for its all-time high. And that's usually like the cooking time after a Bitcoin halving happens. It's like 12 to 18 months before it really starts moving. At 110, okay, Fabulous is saying 110. I don't think that's unrealistic. I think we could see a 110 Solana, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. Like if you think that me talking about a lower price Solana is like, oh no, he's bearish. Like, no, opportunity, man. That's just an opportunity. Literally, if you buy it at 110 and we go back to $200, that's a 2x on your investment. Like, just think of that. That's a 2x, and $200 is not unreasonable for the next move up, going back to that price for Solana. Like, that's not an unreasonable expectation. If we get a Solana under $100, we get an $80 sold, $90 sold. That's over a 2x on your investment when it goes back to 200 or 160. If we get an $80 sold, 160 is the next one. That's a 2x. Like, easy. All right, I'm really excited for what Solana does. So let's go back to yeah. So we got this. Let me just check this one more time. Let me just check this Cointelegraph one to see if they do have a date. I didn't check this one very good, or I didn't go too deep in this. Oh, they have a Bitcoin ETF and an Ether staking ETF, which boasts about 233 million and 38.7 million in net assets. All right. More than $1 billion worth of Solana ETPs are already offered around the world. Okay, I didn't know that. More than $1 billion right here. More than $1 billion worth of Solana ETPs are already offered around the world, such as the 21 shares Solana staking EPT and ETC group physical Solana product in Europe. I did not know that. You guys should be stunned to realize we already have over $1 billion in Solana ETPs elsewhere in the world. That's awesome. I think what's pretty key for these ETPs is when North America starts adopting it. because I think just North America is such a big player in finance, right? If the United States starts adopting ETPs, right? Canada is a big player in that. If they start adopting ETPs, that's huge. These other ones over here, they could be like, you know, it looks like some of them are pretty small, not even very large, right? So they're not huge players in the game. But the fact that this is coming over to North America, right, and North America is starting to talk about it, I think is the big game changer. Because North America is a mover in the markets, right? North America moves markets. We move markets well. So I think that's what is a bullish announcement. But that's good to know that this isn't like the world's first, okay? Now we know it's not the world's first. They're already out there, but there's more coming on and more attention getting thrown at a Solana ETP, but or an ETF. That's good to know. I'm excited for that. I'm stoked to hear another one. Stoked to hear another one's coming through, and that it's on the Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSE, North America first. All right, let's move into let's close out some of these guys. Okay, we're gonna close out connections, and now we're gonna get into some juicy TA. Okay, let's get into some juicy TA. Good morning, Logan. Right, that's Logan. Good morning, Logan. Happy Friday. Thanks for being in the chat, and thanks for chatting with us and being here this morning. All right. Good morning, El Chapo and Fabulos. I love seeing you guys in here. Fabulos, you're awesome, dude. I love you. You support me so well. Dude, seriously, I really appreciate it. You've been like a day one on my content and stuff, and I just love it. Thank you so much, dude. But let's get into Solana technical analysis. As you can see, I kind of have my chart already drawn up. I got a bunch of things drawn on it, and so here's what I want to just let you know. When you see pink, that's the day time frame lines, like trend lines, right? When you see the light blue, that's my 4-hour timeline stuff, and when you see the yellow, that's my 1 hour time frame trend lines. Okay, so right now with the day, just kind of focus on these pink lines. I know it can kind of look like a mess, but to me it's making sense, and I hope as we do this more with each other, you guys get the rhythm of how I do my technical analysis. And when you see my stuff, you guys already know, oh, pink is day, blue is the 4-hour, yellow's 1 hour, right? And also we got like the MACD, right? We love using the MACD, which is starting to move in a nice little direction. We might see some bullish movement soon, or maybe we go lower, right? Maybe I think we need a little bit lower. We need like this kind of dip on the MACD. We need to get it down here. So I think we got still some lower momentum to go on the MACD. The histogram needs to get a little higher, right? We need to see some of this, get it really nice up there. So I think we still got some movement down in the down direction for price. And also we got these support points that we still need to hit, right? So let's get into it. Day line, we're still moving in the downward direction, heading rapidly to my support point that I have is $121.79 is the top of that box. Right about 121. It's probably not perfect right now because it's so small, but like $121 is our next support point. Okay, Monday we talked about how this was a key support point. Oh wait, sorry, no, that wasn't it. It was down here. I moved the box, but is this point right here is like 140s to 130s, right? And that has been completely broken and now has turned into resistance. Okay, let me draw that up for you guys so it makes more sense what I'm talking about. Right, this point right here, that was our Monday's support, was this box right here. We got some bouncing off, some fighting, and then it broke through. Okay, so now in my mind, I know that is now resistance. Okay, and now we are rapidly moving towards $120, which was our prediction on Monday. We said if that support is not done, our next spot is 120. So I think that's where we're going. I think that's where we're going to be hitting soon. So $120 is not an unrealistic. The bottom of the support is looking like a $117. $117 is kind of like the bottom of that support point. If we break out of that support, right, if we do not hold here at the support here, then we could go down to here, which could be 103. Oh wait, sorry, that's a little high. 102, $102 SOL, or even as low as $100 SOL at the support point, which we probably get this a little lower. Let's get this a little lower at the bottom of those wicks over here. I want to get at the bottom of this wick, which the bottom of that is $98.37. So if this 120 area does not hold, we might be seeing a $100 to a sub $100 Solana. Not a bad thing. We're bullish on Solana, right? Right, Jamie? Is that Jamie or Jaime? Jamie or Jaime? I had a Jaime in high school. He's one of my buddies. But if it's Jamie or Jaime, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But we're bullish on Solana. Like if it goes to a sub $100, like I ain't mad about that, right? That just spells opportunity. But let's see where it goes, right? Let's see. I think 120 is going to be a really hard support point for Solana to break through, because like there was hard wicks off of the 120 area. Like every single spot, 1, 2, 3 points that does it is just wicks hard off 120. So I think demand is going to be very heavy at 120. And I think it's going to be really hard for price to go under that. But if it does, we know then to expect a lower SOL. So I'm kind of like, my guess, right? Not financial advice. Jaime. Okay. All right. Jaime. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome bear. I love your bear. My guess, right? Not financial advice. This is just my educated guess of what I understand. 120, I think, is unlikely it breaks lower than that, because it was so much demand. It wicked off so hard on these other ones. Now, what it could have been doing, right, on these other points was taking out liquidity there. So then it breaks even further, because that's 3 touch points of hard wicking off. And now it's going to go back and test, and maybe there's not as much demand, and the demand's all down here. But from what I saw in the past, it was such demand at 120. So I think it's very unlikely it breaks lower than that. Now I could be wrong. Okay. I've been wrong in the past. I've made right. This is just a guesstimate. I can't predict the future, but I just know how crazy demand was at 120. Okay. I know how crazy it was. So I'm very interested to see what happens at 120. Let's go into a little lower time frame here on the Solana on the 4 hour. Okay, I had a little support here because it kept wicking off in this area. I wanted to see what price does here. So that's what this little box is, to see kind of like what price does here. Is it making kind of like a pennant? So I wanted to see what it does. That's what that little box is that you see. But look at these, 120. That's the next support, right? Look at that huge wick off, and then doesn't even come close right here on the 4 hour time frame. I mean, we barely get a body in here. We barely, and then it wicks out quickly. Like demand is just straight up when it hits 120. Over here, massive wicks, right? Massive wicks out. Don't even have a body over here. We could actually probably do it a little lower, right? A little higher here. Let's do it a little higher right there. I like that. We're going to go over. Boom. Okay. Like the demand is just really, really strong at 120. So I'm very excited to see what price does here at 120. I am very excited for that, because I think it's going to be really cool to see. Because what I think could happen is we touch 120, we wick hard up to this resistance point, like the 130 area, and then we come back down, retest 120, and maybe go break through. Could be a possibility. But I think there's going to be heavy wicks that we see at 120. I mean, you can already see in this 130 area, the trip down to 120 is already seeing a lot of resistance, right? It's very flat on the MACD, very flat. That is crazy flat. Horrible place to trade. You don't want to trade in this, okay? Like pretty much all from here over, you don't want to trade in that, right? It's just horrible stuff to trade in. But yeah, I think we see a lower one. Let's go down to the 1 hour, see what it's doing at my little box that I created. Like it's really struggling to break in this little like consolidation area, right? You got this little consolidation going on, right? But look, it's really struggling to figure out what to do at the bottom of this area. And what I'm interested in, if it breaks upwards here, I would be interested in making a long position up to here. Or if it breaks down to here, I'm looking to make a short position down to this area, right? Down to that Sol area, the $120 area, in which the top of that is $122 for me. I'm very interested. I want to see what it does in this little consolidation box here. That price has been wicking off of. And now, as you can see, price has been battling right in there. So very interested to see what happens. If we're going to see something today, or if maybe it takes a little longer. But let's see the 15 minute, like see the 15 minutes even really struggling. But it looks like with the 3 smooth moving average, right? It's still in a downward trend. Price is below the 21 day. All 3 lines are respecting each other and going pretty parallel with each other and not crossing. So I think I still see bearish momentum. We might see a little move upward here. That could be like if you're looking for a really small scalp, right? You can get a little scalp in there, but I don't know. Well, we gotta see. The thing that I don't like is this MACD. Look how flat that is. I don't like trading when it's like this. I wouldn't recommend it. And I'm sure most people who do technical analysis would say the same. This is not good trading area at all. This is not good. You're waiting for a move, that like a move downwards, or you're waiting for it to bounce off the 0 to go down, or bounce up here, cross the 0 to go up. Like you're waiting for some price action. That's what's good to trade. Okay, so really Sol, I don't really see anything I'm stoked about for a trade today. I on Fridays I like to do live trading, like we actually maybe catch a trade. Today I'm not seeing that, to be honest, and I'm not gonna force myself to do a trade just for content. You know, that's not smart. That's not healthy for my investments. So I'm not gonna force something if it's not there. But as of right now, I don't really see anything that gets me excited. Like even if you go down the 5 minute, like 5 minute MACD isn't looking crazy for me. Even the price action is just so ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I don't think I don't know if we'll be able to catch a trade today, but we got 2 more coins we're going to be looking at, right? Bonk and Jupe. Okay. We love those coins and maybe they present an opportunity for us. Okay. So the day's not over. Let's get into some Jupe. Let's look at Jupe. Jupe on, was it Wednesday or Monday, was giving us beautiful TA. Like the charts were looking great. Let's swap over our thing so everyone knows we're in Jupe. Oh, King Kong, good morning, dude. Add a flipping buy when it breaks down with high volume and hold on to your shorts. Yep, hold on to my shorts. Good morning, King Kong. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you for interacting. Seriously, any interaction helps. Helps with our content as we put our heart and soul into this stuff. I'm really trying to, make this a thing for the future for my family, to help with income. So really anything and everything is super helpful, guys. Thank you so much. I mean, we got 44 people in here live, and like seriously, every single time I open this and I see people live watching, it just means so much. Like people actually care what I'm creating. So thank you. Seriously, it means the world. I don't know how else to say that and like really portray my thankfulness, but that's the best I can do, I guess, is just thank you for being here. I appreciate it, guys. It means the world to me and my family as we're growing, because actually I'm going to be a dad in October. So I got a little baby girl on the way. I'm stoked for her, and I want to just give her the world. So sorry, I'm getting all sappy. Let me get back. Getting all sappy. All right, let's swap some of this stuff because I want to be more organized with my trade so it follows everything. Okay, so we're gonna delete some of our drawings, right? Let's get that. Let's get I'm gonna erase all these too, because I have changed up the way I do my histogram, and I'll walk you guys through the what just happened. My indicator just went away. There we go. Bring it back. Oh, dang it. It changed my settings. That sucks. Let's fix it real quick. White. All right. Yep. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. There we go. Congrats. Thank you, Jaime. I appreciate it, man. It's my first time being a dad, my first kid. So, really don't know what to do. I'm a rookie, you know, but many people have done it, and I think it's just gonna be fun. You know, I think that's what it's gonna be at the end of the day. Being a dad is gonna be fun. So I'm stoked for it. It's gonna be a really good time. Okay, now we got the MACD fixed. Back to our colors. Let's do some trend lines here. Okay. I already forgot. Day was pink. I'm pretty sure the day was pink. Let me go back to my Solana one just so I make sure I'm doing it right, because it's a new system I'm doing, so everyone can stay on track. Yeah, day is pink, 4 hours blue, 1 hour is yellow. Okay, let's go back. All right. Day is pink. Okay, so we see a breaking trend on Jupe. Beautiful technical analysis here. Beautiful, making it easy. Oh, let's go up a little higher. Making it easy for us. Making our life easier. Let's get it on that. There we go. Boom. Okay. Downtrend, break of trend. Okay, we're going lower. This support has now turned into resistance pretty clearly. Why is this so far out here? Holy smokes. There we go. Boop. Okay. All right. Break of trend. Okay. I think we're going down to a jupe, potentially 50 cents. I think maybe a 70-cent jupe is also a very big opportunity. Add MFI and RMI to see money returning on the daily chart. Is that an indicator, King Kong? I assume that's an indicator, the MFI and the RMI. I don't even know what those are. MFI? Money flow. Oh, money flow index. Is that volume? Oh, what is this? I don't think I've never used MFI. I think I'll have to learn it a little more before I use it. But thank you for that tip, King Kong. I'll definitely be looking into those. Let me check the RMI. RMI. I don't know the RMI. But thank you for the tip. I'll be looking into those, King Kong. I just don't know those indicators yet, and I don't want it to potentially mess up some of the technical analysis I give you guys. But I'll definitely be looking into those because I always love getting tips, because I'm also a learning day trader. So I'm taking you guys along my learning journey, and I'm hoping it's helpful for you guys. But let's get our MACD, or no, we're good here on the day. We got our trend lines. We got our support and resistance. I think there's a support area I'm missing kind of below this 50 that I think we might be moving this one up a little higher, because I don't think that's super accurate. Like if you look here on this day, I think this might be a better spot for this. This white wicked like that. I think that is a more realistic support zone, right? That's a 57-cent jupe to a 54-cent jupe. I think that's probably more realistic on a support area than the 49. Not though that it couldn't go that low. It could. But let's move forward onto the 4 hour. Okay. And let's get some MACD lines going on. Let's get some MACD lines up here. Okay. I want to focus in on the MACD real quick. Bro, this is so annoying that it did this to me. I'm going to move this guy. Okay, let's add him back. Average true range. Okay, and we'll shrink it down. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, I'm focusing in on the MACD real fast so I can get my lines in. And I'm gonna put my lines focusing on the histogram rather than the actual MACD signals. Right, these big lines. I'm gonna focus in on the histograms on where I want to put my lines at. Okay. So this is the 4 hour. I like these big peaks, right? Let's put it like right here, and we're on the 4 hour light blue. Yep, light blue is the 4 hour. Okay, so let's change this to like a 2. All right, there we go. Let's put an alert here. Histogram once per bar. Let's move it out to August 20th set. Okay, jupe top, oh, MACD. I think that's what it is. Bonk top Mac. Oh, 4 hour. 4 hour. There you go. So I know the time frame. So when I get that alert, I know what it is, right? It's the top line. And then basically we go here. Very easy. Take those coordinates and then add it on this part. Okay. But when you do it on the bottom, you got to make sure you add a negative or it won't work. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate it when my like esophagus does that. Whatever the heck is happening to me right now. It's the worst. Woo. Okay. All right. We got the 4 hour one done. Let's put an alert here. Histogram, jupe, bottom, MACD, 4 hour. There we go. Okay. Create. Oh, I think I forgot to do one thing. Change this date so it's a little out further to August. All right. Okay, we got that done. We're on the 4 hour. Let's draw some 4 hour. Let's get these indicators out so it's just a little cleaner. Let's get this 4 hour trend line because I think there's a really key one here. Let's shrink this down just a little more. This 4 hour trend line. See that? Let's get that one. Let's get it right up here. Probably like that. All right, let's change the color because it's our 4 hour color. Got that light blue going on. Let's zoom in so we just get it, make sure it's really accurate. We want to make sure this trend is accurate and not inaccurate. See how it's not touching? Like that. Let's scroll down to this guy. Boom. That's a more accurate trend line. And we're not cutting any candles. Perfect. Perfect. Let's zoom down our MACD a little bit. There we go. See, jupe is giving us better movement. Jupe, looks like I'd be more comfortable trading jupe than Solana right now. It's giving us better price movement so far. I mean, I'm not for sure. I got to look a little deeper. But jupe, it like even on the MACD, right? Look at that. The 4 hours giving us good movement down on the MACD. Good histogram move on the green too. So, it's not at our targets on these lines, but it's looking much better than Solana. It's not flat like that disgusting just flat horizon on that MACD. Ugh, hate that. But jupe is also in a downtrend just like Solana, right? I've said it again, and I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Jupe and Solana and Bonk follow Solana, right? Jupe and Bonk follow whatever Solana is doing. If Solana's in a downtrend, guess what? Jupe and Bonk are going to be in a downtrend. Very rarely do they do opposites, okay? They're pretty much always following each other, holding hands, skipping down the technical analysis trail, and following what each other are doing. Let's go down a little bit lower time frame, okay? In the 1 hour. I don't think we need to really change our trend line for the 4 hour here. I don't think we need to add a 1 hour trend line. We maybe could. We could like do this trend line. You know, let's do it. I'm gonna do it just because it is a significant dip. So I'm gonna change it up. Let's change that to yellow because yellow is our 1 hour time color. Let's go. Let's do that. Okay. Now we're at our 1 hour time frame trend. Okay, and it's kind of, you know, Jupe is also kind of trading sideways, you know, just doing a little consolidation here. We had a little move up here, but it's still, I would like to see, if I'm gonna do a trade here, I would like to see it touch this trend line or this trend line, and then see if it makes its way down here or if it starts breaking upwards towards the 4 hour trend line. So Jupe is looking more attractive in regards to a trade, but still not ideal for a trade. Let's get our 1 hour MACD lines up, okay, and let's set up some alerts on that. Okay, we want the 1 hour ones. Let's do this real fast. Let's blow this up a little more. Right, we're looking at the histogram right now. The histogram, okay, the histogram are the color waves that go in up and down, right? This green, the red, green, red. That's the histogram of the MACD. My line is following the bigger histogram moves, right? Like these guys right here. This one, you got these ones over here, right? I want my alerts to let me know when the histogram is moving like that. Not these little ones down here. Those don't really matter as much, but these big ones, those are the ones that give me good movement on the market. Okay, so like, and you can look here, right, to see if it's even worth taking note of. You go up here and look where the histogram's at and see, oh yeah, that was a good move. That was a really good move here and worth taking note of. So we're gonna make a line there. Yellow. Okay, let's add an alert. Jupe, top, MACD, 1 hour. Okay, and then let's make sure it's out farther to the August. And then let's do another line, right? So let's get our setting, our coordinates. And then let's draw a line. Oh, let's add a negative because they're on the bottom portion. So we need to add a negative, right? And then let's add an alert. Okay, so once per bar to August. Make sure it's the histogram, Jupe, bottom, MACD, 1 hour. Great. Okay, so now we got our 1 hour indicators and our 4 hour indicators. So we'll get alerted if that moves in the direction we want it to. Sweet. Okay. That's Jupe. Jupe, I'm kind of getting the feeling that now that this is resistance, we're moving down again to this support here. And let's see if let's go to the 4 hour and see if there's maybe a support in between the 50 cent and where it currently is sitting in price. So if we look over here, you could say this is could be a support point, but there's not another one over here. Jupe has not had a ton of time to actually make points. So this is could be a support point where price really moved off of there. So I'm gonna put one here as a note for there was big price movement upwards after price wicked off of this area right here. There's some consolidation, right? And then big moving up. So let's put one there on this blue wick. Okay, and we're gonna drag this over under our current price. Okay. Right there. Which it actually is touching. It touched 2 times and wicked off. So that's actually good that we moved this. And that's that 72 cent range to 68 cents. Okay, so it looks like it actually respected this support area. So it's good that we moved that over, right? It's important to look at the past to see what's happening in the future. I'm glad we moved that support line over. So we might actually have a battle between these little boxes right here. We might have some sideways movement and some trade opportunity here. If price touches here again and maybe moves in the upper direction like it did. Like see, it touched here, boom, went up, wicked off of that support or resistance, came back down. Okay, so we might be able to have some trade opportunity if price touches this box. So now what I would want to do is set a price alert at the top of this box and at the bottom of this box. Okay, so I'm gonna do that right now. Add an alert. Okay. Yep, price every time. Put it out a little bit. Okay, jupe top of 0.7 support. Okay. There we go. It's a broad. It's not the exact price, but it's the broad. We know this is our 70 cent per support. That's what I'm calling it. The 70 cent support. And this is our 80 cent resistance. Okay. So I'm going to set one up here and I'm going to set an alert for our 80 cents resistance. Okay. And we're going to change this to 0.8. And change for support to resistance. Okay. Save. Okay, and now we'll know if price touches either one of these, and that gives us an optimal opportunity to make a trade, right? We don't want to make a trade when it's in the middle of that because you're not going to get a great price movement. You want to wait until it gives you the best possible point, and patience is key in trading, right? Being patient to let it take you to the price you want it to, and then seeing what it does to see if that's an opportunity or not. Okay, so that's jupe. I think jupe, we're in a waiting game also, just like Solana's super ugly and choppy. Jupe, I think, is giving us a little bit of an opportunity, but we're still in a waiting game for jupe. Okay, so let's go to bonk now. We'll save this chart. Let's go over to bonk. Bonk, we're also gonna have to do some updates on the drawings and stuff. Oh, maybe I didn't. I did. I already did this. Let me see. Is it on the histogram? Oh no, I gotta adjust some of these, but that's okay. Bonk is pretty set up for us though. We don't have to do as much setup again. Ooh, see, bonk is, look at that MACD right now. That MACD is looking prime for a potential big move up. Which would be a good long opportunity for bonk. That's looking good on the day MACD. Okay. I need to add our support and resistance points, right? Here's support clearly. Here's a support point clearly. Here's a support point, right? Here's a support area 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you got resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay. Let's add our support points first, okay? Let's add it here. I want to do this one. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Thank you. Jeez. All right, we need to go a little further. No way. Give me it. There we go. Holy smokes. Holy guacamole, bro. Okay, perfect. Now let's add this support, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty much right here. 4 points of touching. That's a good one. Great support point on bonk. Let's add that. I'm gonna add it on this wick. It's a little tighter. I like being tighter than wider, right? Oh, that's kind of a okay. We'll do it on that and then make this go up a little bit right there. Boom. Perfect. Let's move this over to that wick. And then let's move this over to the current price, right? There we go. Move it over. Perfect. Okay. This is a good support point. We're going to add one there, right? Great move off of these wicks. Do that, move it all the way over here. Okay, and then this, see this support all the way across. Let's do that. Let's do it off of this wick right here. Actually let's do this wick. Sorry, this wick, and we'll probably tighten it up on the 4-hour time frame, but as of right now for the day, it's just giving us kind of like a good zone. We could even go over here. We'll just stick it right at this one. Okay. On the 4-hour time frame, we'll shrink this down. All these probably a little down. This one's pretty tight and this one's pretty tight, but these two will probably shrink down a little bit on the 4-hour to give us even a better like sniping opportunity of where support really is. But as you can see, we're in a key support point on bonk right now, and the MACD's in a key strong down move on the day. That could mean there's going to start being a flip to a bullish movement. But we got to see what price is doing, because it's really battling right now in this area. So let's go down. Actually, let's first make a trend line. Let's make our day trend line, okay, which is pink is our color for the day. So we'll change this. I mean, you could even yeah, let's do that. And pink is our day. Right, pink. Okay. I mean, shoot, if you're doing TA, if you're like doing TA as I'm doing this, use the same colors as me. I don't care if you copy me, like literally copy what I'm doing. So it makes it easier in regards to your technical analysis. So then if you're following me on a weekly basis and we're going through, like, your colors are the same, so we just follow along with each other. So I'm using pink on the day. Let's do, man, that's just like a straight down, right? Like, that's kind of crazy. It's almost like this is the bullish trend here. It's kind of funky here on bonk. Like, you can almost do like this. Watch. Like, look. Let's fix this guy. Look, that's the bullish move, right? Cross that trend. Yeah, this bearish move, right? This bullish move, cross that trend. We had this bearish move, right? And then this bullish move, really steep. Bonk has some very steep moves, okay? So I think this is more accurate, and we've had broken trend, and now we are in, look at that. That's steep. This downtrend, right? A very, very, very steep downtrend on bonk. There we go. Let's move this guy a little bit to that white wick. Boom. And I like this. This is like this chart, these big moves up, big moves down, big move up, big move down. You know, even this you can trade really well with, like even that. Oh my gosh. Like bonk is showing these big steep up and downs, which are great. That's what you want for trading. Like you don't want a flat chart. You want V shapes, right? You want a bunch of letter V's on your screen, right? You want those letters. I'm always saying if you can zoom out, right? This is a big time frame on bonk. We're really zoomed out here, but it's apparent to the eye that there's the letter V, letter V, letter V, letter V, right? Letter V, letter V. You're looking for those letter V's, right? That's where you want to make your trades and your moves. So let's go down to a lower time frame, right? We got our day mapped out, right? Yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. So what'd be key is if bonk broke this trend line. Very good indicator that we're probably moving to touch this trend line. Okay. So good indications here. Bonk is looking juicy too. A little sideways trading though. Like we got a little sideways trading. MACD is kind of looking boring. We want stuff like this, right? We want stuff like this. This kind of move right here. Boom. Because look at the peak of that. Retested over here. Then it crossed and moved downwards to there. That's a good move right there. This little move right here, good trading move. This cross up here to the big move, good trading move, right? That's how you can tell, like, how can I trust the MACD? How do I know if I can trust when it's showing me something? Just match up the price movement and what the MACD did. Steep moves like that are good because look at the chart. That's good. I can make a trade with that. This steep move down here with bonk. Oh, look, I can make a trade with that. That's a really good trade. Here over here, cross the zero line and kept that momentum upward. Okay, right here it crossed the zero line. Right here was the zero line cross on the MACD. Boom. Great move upwards, right? So you just got to pay attention to that stuff and see, like, how do I know when I can trust the MACD and when I should ignore the MACD? Just like this right here, ignore it. It's not doing this kind of moves. It's being stupid, right? So it's not, unless I start seeing it cross the zero, maybe we're going to get this kind of opportunity, or I would wait for it to go further down like this one, go further down here, and then wait for a long position move upwards to the zero line, which this is the zero line. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Bonk looks like it might be presenting an opportunity soon. Bonk and Jupe are looking a little better when it comes to the trades than Solana is. Solana is looking kind of whack. I think Solana, I would wait. Personally, this is what for Solana, I think I'm waiting until I see it hit 120 because I really think it's going down there. And not 120 specifically, but in the $120 mark, right? But not like $129. I'm looking like $122, $123, $121. That's where I think Solana will start making some moves. Okay, this is bonk on the 1 hour. We don't need to add the 4 hour. My mistake. 4 hour. Sorry. This is this is looking. Not really. You don't need to make another trend here. Now the 1 hour, we might be able to make a new trend line. No, not really. Nope. Kind of consolidating here, figuring out what it wants to do in the support point, right? It touched the bottom here. Probably going to maybe test this trend line and then go back down. Okay. So, let's see. Can we add some MACD lines on here? Let's go back to the 4 hour and fix some of these MACD lines, okay? Because we're focused on these alerts right now. I'm pretty sure on the MACD lines, right? Which is those blue and white lines, not the histogram. And I want to change it to the histogram. Wait. Okay. So let's change it to the histogram, right? Let's move it down. Probably like, I think I might go a little lower because bonk is just, even on these little lower ones, creates really good opportunities. So I might go that low for bonk histogram, which usually is not a great opportunity, But bonk, even in these low ones, looks like it presents really solid opportunities on the MACD. So let's get the coordinates on this one. Okay, and we got to take away the negative mark so it's accurate. Right? Boom. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Let's fix it for the day. Right? Yeah. The day histogram. Yep. Let's get this down here. Probably can go even lower. Like that. Let's go higher on the day. Okay. Let me check. Change to the histogram once per bar. Bottom MACD, day save. Okay. So now let's go here. Oh, we just got alert. Bottom MACD. 1 day. Oh, okay. Jeez, I don't need you to tell me right away. Oh, let me fix that. Get this guy. It's a mess right now. We're a mess. Let me fix this real quick. Sorry. Let me just do this real fast and I'll fix that. That's ugly. Okay. There we go. Somehow they... What is going on here? What is going on here? This is give me ATR. Oh my. There we go. Indicators, put that back up there, right? To settings. What is going on? There we go. Let's make it this white, okay? Nice and clean. Shrink down the ATR, okay? We're looking at the, there we go. Now we're good. Now we are good, okay? So bonk is looking like it's a little juicier, but I'm kind of bummed. I don't know if we really have a trade opportunity here on Jupe or bonk or really anything. Like everything's kind of flat today. What is going on? No way. You guys see that? Let me see if I refresh this. Why are my charts being so weird? I can't move my MACD. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, let's see. We're in the 15-minute on here. Wait. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're good. 15-minute on the bonk. On bonk. Right, let's see our indicators. 3LS and the smooth moving. Let's take away the 3LS real fast. Still in a bullish dive. See that? Or bearish dive. Right? But it's starting to curve upwards. So maybe we see a little test at the bottom of this box, right? Let's see. What is this move? What is this? How big of a move is that? Settings, style, text. That's a 12.5% move. That's actually could be really good. So this move from the bottom of this box to the top of this box, or the top to the bottom, is about 13% almost. So I want to set an alert at the top of this box. Once per bar. Bonk. Top of box. Okay. And then I want to set an alert at the bottom of this box because I think at the bottom of the or top of this box will present a good move. Kind of a bummer. You know, I don't think we got an opportunity for us today. Okay. And look, bonk looks like it's heading downwards, and we just got a bearish engulfing candle there. So we might be touching this soon. But just like this over here, it hasn't touched the bottom of this box yet. So, which that would be 4019. 0.000019 is the price on that box at the bottom of the box for bonk. And so I'm interested to see what it does there, because if it wicks off this bottom and moves to the upward, that's a good move. Where do you think Sol will be if or when Bitcoin hits 60K or even 56,000 again? Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up some. I should have a Bitcoin chart up here. I just don't use it very often. Let's look at Bitcoin real fast. So Bitcoin currently sitting at $63,000, right? I think if Bitcoin hits a 60K, that could mean, I think that could mean we probably are under our $120 mark that we are expecting on our chart. We're probably under that, maybe pushing even down to like $110, $100. And then I think if Bitcoin breaks the 60K, right, down to like 56K, maybe we see a sub 100 Sol. That could be a possibility. But let's do some Bitcoin TA to see where some big support points on Bitcoin, right? Let's look in. Why is my MACD not letting me shrink it? It looks horrible. I don't know why my MACD is being so weird. We're just gonna do strictly off of price movement. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these guys, our indicators, and we're just gonna look on price action when it comes to Bitcoin. Okay. Let's look for some support and resistance points and see how Bitcoin's moving. So clearly we have an uptrend here, a beautiful uptrend here on Bitcoin, right? I mean, great. Yeah, some like sideways moving right here. This like just box right here. Right? Bitcoin's just moving really sideways in here. But these are key points in here, I think. Because you got this bottom right here. 1, 2, 3. That looks like support is really, really heavy right in this area. So let's do a little box right there. Right? We have several touching points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points of touching. Which that is, the top of this box is 62,000. The bottom of this resistance is 59. Okay, so it looks like Bitcoin is heading directly to that direction of heading to like a $62,000 Bitcoin, and maybe even as low as a $59,000 Bitcoin. So maybe actually, I mean, if Solana's following this, right? I think Solana goes to like $121. It looks like that's the next support point here on Bitcoin. I mean, you got even down here. This is a heavy wicked off area. Right? That is a $58,000 Bitcoin or a $56,000 Bitcoin, right? Let's go down to 4 hour to tighten some of this up. Okay, let's tighten this up here. Let's see. The low point here. There we go. Yeah, it's heavy. That's a support point. That's even tighter, which gives us a $61,000 Bitcoin, or 62,000 pretty much, to a $60,000 Bitcoin. Okay. Now you got down here. Let's tighten this one up. This one's way tighter on the 4 hour. Let's shrink this down. right? You got these wicks down here. There we go. So Bitcoin, the next one after the $60,000, if we broke a $60,000 Bitcoin, you're looking at a $57,000 to a $56,000 Bitcoin. So, okay, let's, okay, so that's our next two support points, right, for Bitcoin. Our next two support points for Solana were $121 and $100. So I think that's what it would follow, right? So if we see a $61,000 to $60,000 Bitcoin, let's go over to our, let's actually save this chart real fast as how do I save it as? I think I do. Sorry. Whatever. We'll just do that for right now. No, I want to save this. I need to upgrade. Let's go save layout. Oh, no, I just saved it for my bonk. Dang it. Unnamed. And let's open up Bitcoin. All right, save, rename. We're gonna say BTC. Okay, and we lost all of our drawings. Great. Dang it. How do I go back to bonk? I lost all my drawings. Oh well, we can bring those back. But let's go to Solana, right? Solana, when we looked at the day, just like Bitcoin, right, has those next two support points, right? This support and then this support was, yeah, $102 was the bottom to $98, and then here was 121 to 117. So I think if we saw a $60,000 Bitcoin, we're seeing like as low as $117 Solana. And if we saw a $56,000 Bitcoin, we see as low as $100 to $99 Bitcoin Solana. So that's what, based off support and resistance that I'm seeing on this chart, that's what I'm expecting here. If that were to go to that price, Jaime. I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you some context for what it could be. Yeah, dude. So if they follow each other very closely, right? Solana follows Bitcoin, Bitcoin is the leader of crypto. Solana follows Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Jupe and Bonk follow what Solana does. So it's very nice that they kind of do that together, because then you can kind of expect and watch it as they go, as they move. Yes, very. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. That's why we're here. We're here to help out with the questions. We're here to help out with anything you guys need. And honestly, if it's something I don't know, I'll be transparent with you. Like, I don't know, but let's figure it out together. So because that's why we're here. We're here to make this stuff a little bit easier for you guys. We're here to make this stuff more tangible and more understandable and more digestible, because this can be really intimidating when you're looking at it. When I first started like 3 years ago, technical analysis was intimidating. Like looking at candles and stuff, I was like, dude, what the heck am I looking at? It doesn't make sense at all. But now, after many years of doing it, after really trying to understand it, learning it, learning the charts, learning how to read it. I mean, I'm only 3 years in, so I still have a lot to learn, but it starts to get easier the more you practice, the more you learn, and the more you start to take it pretty serious and really start to like say, no, this is a craft I'm trying to perfect. Just like anything else you would do. Like if you ride a bicycle, right? When you're a little kid, you're learning to pedal, you need training wheels, you need to take it slow. But then as you get older, you can take off the training wheels, you can start doing jumps, you can start going down mountains or start going faster down the road or whatever it is, right? You just got to take, with anything, take it slow and don't be so hard on yourself as you're learning. Because I know for me, I can get pretty hard on myself and be like, why am I so stupid? Why am I not getting this? Why am I messing up or whatever? Like, no, you're learning. And so if you're in the same boat as me, be patient. You're going to get it. Take the time. YouTube is a great tool. for learning. There's really smart people out there that give free education on technical analysis, and that's what I use. I like to use YouTube to learn a lot of this stuff, and that's really honestly how I learned a lot, was from YouTube. Yeah, so that's kind of that answer. Thanks for that question, Jaime. That was a great question. Yeah. Now I got to figure out how to get my bonk back. My bonk drawings back. See, that's my, what are we on? Bonk. Okay, we're on bonk, but we need it to be Bitcoin. Save. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix all this stuff. Probably. Wait. No. It's back. I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. Sometimes I don't get this stuff. Like, I don't get this stuff sometimes, but it seems to be back. But let me just make sure my Bitcoin chart. That's good. Right? Bonk is bonk. Okay. Now, if we open up this one, BTC, we lost our drawings, but BTC is okay. Is Bitcoin. Okay, perfect. Let's draw those up again real fast. Let's put those back. All right, we got this one down here. Okay. Okay, and then we got this support point over here. Yeah, let's do this wick. I think that was the right support that we did previously. Yeah. Yep. And you got this little downtrend here on Bitcoin. Right? Are we on the 4 hour? So change our color to our 4 hour color, right? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think we see at least a $61,000 Bitcoin. But we'll see. And that's not a bad thing, right? So when it comes to Bitcoin, sorry, excuse me. When it comes to Bitcoin, I think these asset managers that have these massive ETFs, right? They have billions and billions and billions of dollars in these ETFs. They don't want Bitcoin to pump. Why would they? They're trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. Why would they want Bitcoin to pump, right? So I think they're going to allow Bitcoin to continue to fall, maybe to 61, maybe to 60, maybe to 59, right? Maybe to 56, maybe even lower, right? They're fine with that because what are they doing? They're going to let fear flood the market of all these investors of like, oh my gosh, it's going down. And they're like, we're doing it. We're buying it up at discounted rates because then we're going to send it to 6 figures, right? They're going to send it to $100,000 Bitcoin and be fine with that because they've been accumulating billions and billions of dollars and DCAing into Bitcoin from 60 to 70, right? They've been doing from 70 to 60 to 50 to 40. Like, I don't know if it'll go down to 40. This is just my explanation. They're DCAing, right? They're fine with it going lower because they're dollar cost averaging their billions of dollars into Bitcoin. So to me, I think they're going to let it fall, let it hit the support points they want, and then they're going to let it do its thing because now we got Wall Street in on this. Now this isn't just us institutional investors that are just peer-to-peer, right? We had some big players in, but nothing super crazy. But now we got Wall Street. We got BlackRock, we got Vanguard, we got those massive ETFs in here. So now it's a whole different ball game on who's moving money around inside of Bitcoin. And so I think there's going to be some price manipulation. There's going to be some price movement downwards, and they're fine with that. And we need to be fine with that. And we need to understand they're okay with letting it do that. And they're going to want to move it upwards eventually, but why rush it, right? They're patient. Okay. They're really good at being patient. Me personally, I'm not so good at being patient, but I'm trying to really hone my skills in to be patient, because I know patience pays off in the long run in this game of investing. And so like, think in the long run. Think who has billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Those big asset managers like BlackRock. They don't want to pump it. Like, why would they? Why would they want to pump it, right? So just think outside the box when you're looking at this stuff. When you see people scared of $60,000 Bitcoin or $50,000 Bitcoin, like, think, why are they scared? Who's buying? Who's not buying? Who's got the long-term mindset with Bitcoin of let's turn it into digital gold, right? That's literally BlackRock's goal with buying Bitcoin. They want to turn Bitcoin into a store of value and turn it into digital gold, right? They value Bitcoin a lot, and they control and help regulate markets within the economy of Northern America and the United States, right? They work tightly with the SEC and the government. They're going to make sure their assets are valued and valuable, right? So I like to look at the bigger picture, look at who's the bigger players that are way bigger than me that are actually taking value in this, right? And I think that gives you a good outlook picture in the big picture of crypto as a whole, for Solana, for Ethereum, for Bitcoin, right? Like, Ethereum just got those big ETFs and big asset managers now loading up on Ethereum. I've seen on CT where people are like, man, why can't Ethereum break 4,000? Because why would they want it to break 4,000? They're DCAing and gathering up all the Ethereum they can. Why would they want it to break 4,000? Now you're DCAing at a higher price, right? They're going to let it stay lower before it goes higher, because they're going to get their bag, right? They're going to control it until it's time where they say it's time, like, yep, let's let it rip, right? And then also, if you look at just the past and Bitcoin halvings, right? The Bitcoin halving just happened in April. We're only about 2 months post a Bitcoin halving. It takes usually 12 months for a Bitcoin to really start ripping post a Bitcoin halving. So like, in context, we're early still on the Bitcoin halving movement, right? And usually in the beginning after a Bitcoin halving, we see a correction in the down before it goes back up and starts ripping in the upward direction. So let history tell you what could happen in the future, right? Let the charts in the past tell you what can happen in the future. And then that gives you way more understanding of like, all right, I can get excited about a $56,000 Bitcoin. I can get excited about $100 Solana if it goes that low, because I just see the big opportunity in the long run. That if Solana goes back to 200, if Solana breaks its previous all-time high of 260, if Solana makes its way to $500 Solana, if I bought at $100, that's a 5x if it hit a $500 value. I don't know if it will, but if it does, that's a 5x. And that's not a crazy thing to like expect as a $500 sold. That's not crazy. I think $1,000 sold in the next year would be a crazy thing to say. That's not happening, right? That's a 10x. Is it possible? Yeah, pretty crazy things have happened in crypto, and that is possible, but I don't think that's going to happen. But usually in the moves after a Bitcoin halving, you see anywhere from like a 300 to a 600% ROI post a Bitcoin halving. That's a 3 to 5x, right? That's realistic after a Bitcoin halving. So, keep that in your mind when you're investing in this stuff, when you got people asking or saying you're stupid for buying this or whatever, or you see fear and FUD on the timeline. Remember the big picture. We're early, right? What happens after a Bitcoin halving takes 12 months. Bitcoin halving moves are like about a 4-year move, I think, or 3-year move through that entire time span. And there's opportunities throughout that entire next 3 years, right? And we're only 2 months in after a Bitcoin halving. So we got until 2027 to really, until we see what happens post a Bitcoin halving, right? Like 2027, 2026, you're going to really see what happens. And are you willing to be patient for a 2-year move? Are you willing to do that? Because if you are, it could change your life. If you do it now, it could literally change your life if you're willing to have the patience. If you're a smart investor, right? And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm hoping as an investor to say, I want to be early on this because I think we're still early, even 4 years in on Solana, right? It's only 4 years old. Today's less of like a trading day, more of like, let's look at the bigger picture because I don't see big opportunities yet in regards to the charts, right? Let's go back to Solana and see what Solana is looking at. Like, is it giving us an opportunity? Oh, what are we on? The 5 minute? Oh, maybe we do have a little opportunity here. I don't love it though. I still don't love it. It did break out of this little, not support. This is the little consolidation zone, right? This is our low consolidation zone on Sol. So it's not a key support or resistance point, but it's looking like it's a little, might present a little bit of an opportunity. Let's look at the 15-minute real fast. Looks like we're a little bit out from an opportunity, but starting to make a move that could present an opportunity for us. Okay. But still not there yet. Because now, I don't have an alert here. Let me put an alert here at this. Once per bar. Sol. $120 support. I thought I had alerts there, but I guess I didn't. Okay. So that's the key point right there, right? And it looks like we might actually have this move I'm interested in, right? Let me put another alert at the bottom of this little box, because if it comes back and touches this, but then gives me good movement down, I would love to catch that move from here to here. I would love to catch that. So let's set an alert at the bottom of this box on Sol. Once per bar. Sol. We'll say consolidation. Bottom consolidation. Let's do that. All right. That's our Sol alert. So they're looking good. Looking good. Okay. And the MACD on the 15-minute is starting to give us a little sharp downward movement. Let's see on the 1 hour. Oh, see, look at that. It's starting to move out, getting out of that sideways. Where was that? Wasn't it on? Wait, yeah, we're looking at Solana. See this like sideways? We don't like that, right? We want big. I would love to see this move down here, right? Get down lower. Look at these other 4 hour MACD moves. We want like down here, right? So we're getting close. We're getting close to something happening. But patience, right? Patience. 1 hour is breaking out to 15-minute. I think we might have something coming. Yep, I want to see what it does up here. Okay. But I don't think we see a trade yet this morning. And we're only 2 hours in. I was hoping to do a longer stream, but I don't want to force a trade. Let's check Jupe. Jupe is looking really good. Let's check Jupe. Jupe. Okay, now my MACD is working again. Thank you. Jupe. Jupe's looking like it's getting close. Let's see the 15-minute. Not really though. Still got some time. Jupe still got some time to make a move. Let's check Bonk. What are we on? The 1 hour for Bonk. Oh, Bonk's getting close. Bonk is looking like it might be closer to a move opportunity than any other ones. Let's see this. Let's get some of our indicators out. Ooh, nice bearish candle. I want to see what it does at the bottom of this box. That's what I'm interested in, because if it at the bottom of this box, it could move upward to the top of box or move downward to the next, right? It could begin a downward movement to the next support. That's what I'm interested in. So bonk is not looking juicy enough yet. Let me make sure I'm not missing any chats. Yo, what's up? Is it Cheetahs? Cheetahs COD? I assume that's like a Call of Duty thing. I love Call of Duty. What's up, dude? I hope you're having a good day. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being in here, chatting with us. We got nice. Okay. We're almost at 50 people on the live stream. We're a little over if you combine YouTube and X together. We're at like 51 people live. Thank you so much for being here. Please, 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 if you can, like, repost, comment, whatever you're comfortable with. Do any of those. It really helps. One of the things I wanted to, now that the charts are kind of like, we see there's not really an opportunity yet. Let's give it some time. I want to chat about some things that I'm working on, because there's some exciting stuff I'm doing and I'm shifting towards. So I just want to share with you guys, because I mean, if you guys are here on the live stream, you're my core audience, and I want to build one of my goals is like, now community is kind of like a hot word. I'm not looking to build like an NFT community. Okay. I'm not looking to build like a meme coin community. I'm just looking to build a community within my brand, within my company that I'm creating, right? Maniac Services. That's our company we're creating. And I just want to give you guys some updates on some cool things that happened this week, some things we're working towards. And yeah, so one of the things we're doing, this week hired, we had our first like employee hired on our company. So we actually have an employee now. I think we were like talking about what could be his like crypto name, because he's newer to crypto. He's learning it. I'm going to be teaching him some stuff, and he's also like going to be creating content with me, so he's going to be learning a lot about it. And he's like, oh, he might go by like Crypto Cookie or something like that. But he's awesome. He's a young guy who's gonna be on my team now, gonna be helping me shoot content, gonna be helping me brainstorm. We have already our first video we're brainstorming and gonna go shoot, but now I have a guy that's like a dedicated videographer. He's gonna help me video edit, he's gonna help me go shoot, he's gonna travel with me, he's gonna be my right hand man, and I'm stoked to have him. He's an awesome dude. And so that was a new addition. And so how does that kind of affect me is we're starting to go full time into this content creation Web3. Like, it's not like a part-time gig anymore where I'm just doing it a little bit. Like, we're going full time on this stuff, and we're really trying to build out this company. There's a lot that we want to do, but we got to take it baby steps. And one of the main goals of us is creating really fun content, creating content that educates, but also creating content that builds a following, because our goal, we would love to be at 70,000 followers across YouTube and X. Really, our goal is to get 70K just on YouTube, because then that builds a really solid AdSense and revenue stream for us to do more, right? For us to create more, for us to do podcasts, for us to do like cool giveaways. One of the things I really would love to do is like community events. Like, everybody who's here on the live streams, everybody who's here watching our stuff, like, we do an event where you guys can come out and we make it fun. We do like, I don't know, a big barbecue. Maybe we have like cool guest speakers or something. I don't know, but that's like a dream down the line. And when we start really generating revenue, we can do some really cool things. So that's why when I ask for like a sub, a follow, whatever, it helps us get to that goal so we can do even cooler stuff for you guys, our audience, because this is just the beginning. I've been doing this 2 years all by myself, all solo. I've been editing everything by myself. I've been creating the thumbnails, doing all the like everything by myself. But now I have a partner, and now there's two of me, right? Now we can do double the work, double the effort, double the growth. And so I'm really excited for that. And I hope you guys who have been following me since like day one, I hope that gets you excited, because you've been able to see me grow and see what we've been able to do. And so live streams are just right? We've only been doing live streams now for about 2 weeks, And so that's just one of the new things we're able to do. We're going to be pumping out like content where we go out in public and do some fun stuff, talking head, educational vlogs. Like I wanted to do the New York City vlog, but because I was solo, I couldn't get it edited. I couldn't get it done because I'm a one man, I'm a one man guy. I huge dropped the ball. I was super bummed that we didn't get to actually get that vlog out, but I would have to have stopped everything to edit that. But now, like our Singapore trip that's coming up in September, I got my buddy now on board, and he's going to help me, get the vlog. We're going to make it fun. We're going to storyboard every single day, and then we're going to edit it and get it edited and have it done by like the next week. Right. And now we can do content quickly and efficiently and on trends and whatever else. So I'm really stoked. One of the things I've been working on is merch. I think merch is a fun way for me. I get to wear the merch that I create. This is not my merch, but this is like a piece of merch that I got from NFT NYC. But I think merch is fun, and I would love to create some merch for you guys that you can rep of what I create. It's not going to be really my brand, but more like things along Solana that are fun. Like I'm working on some pieces, and that we should have a live hopefully by the end of the week. I don't think I'm at a place where I'll be generating a ton of money from the merch, but if we do, that's great, because then that just puts back into the company. We can reinvest it and grow and create more merch, and I just think it'd be fun for you guys to rep. If you're in the chat and if you would like merch, like if that would be something you would buy if I created it, if it was good, let me know. Would you buy merch? Would that be something you want? It'd be Solana based merch, so it's like not specific to me or my brand. It's more Solana based, like on the ecosystem, fun slogans or like fun things regarding Solana. So it wouldn't be like me based. It's more like something that's for a broader audience within the Solana ecosystem. But let me know if you would get merch, if we had it, if it was good. Like my goal is to get good merch, not just crappy stuff to sell. Like I want it to actually be something. If I wouldn't wear it, why would you, right? If I wouldn't actually rep the merch, if I wouldn't go wear it, why would you? So that's my goal in regards to it. But if you're here, let me know if you would be interested in getting merch. But we're starting to create some of that, so hopefully that generates revenue for us to do more things. But yeah, we're starting to go full time on this, and and I'm gonna take you guys along the journey. I'm gonna take you guys along the journey with the live streams, sharing things that are going on. But yeah, we got a fun like vehicle build we're gonna do. We're gonna call it the Maniac Mobile. I'm super stoked for that. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna generate some cool content. We can go travel places with it. But yeah, I have a lot of like ideas that we can now do because I got a buddy, I got a partner to do this with, I got an employee that's gonna help me. Yeah, it's just gonna change the game, and hopefully help me and my family, like with a kid on the way and stuff. So like realistically, this is gonna be my company. Hopefully it generates some revenue, so like it helps my life too. So yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stuff we're creating. And also my DMs and my DMs and like these chats and my posts, we're always taking recommendations because we want to create stuff that you guys like. So if there's ever something that you're like, do this, Soul Maniac, like this would be sick, or I would really enjoy watching this, or how do you do this, or what is that, whatever it is, like we love taking your guys' recommendations because we want to create for you, who's the guy watching or the girl watching it behind the screen. Yeah, like we're always open to recommendations. Feel free, shoot us stuff, and we try to watch it and pay attention to it all. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm stoked for 2024 and what's going to happen with Solana. I mean, as a coin itself, but also what we're going to do as a company. Cause I think we're going to do really, really fun stuff and hopefully grow, drastically, over this next year, especially now that I got my partner on the team. So yeah, thank you guys for being here and watching and supporting. It means the world to me. Seriously. Like I said, I put my heart and soul in this stuff. So any support means a lot, and I just want to say thank you for being here. I mean, on the charts, I'm still looking at it. I don't really see anything that's happening yet, so I don't want to like waste your guys' time. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it for today for a stream, a good 2-hour stream. I'm just not really seeing stuff that's going on, but yeah, Solana's getting close to something. What are we? This is bonk. Jupe, what is Jupe doing? Yeah, we don't got much movement yet. We're waiting on the right time, right? Again, be patient with your trades. Don't rush things. You don't always have to be in a trade, right? I've had to learn that because I'm like, oh, I'm a day trader. I got to trade every day, right? That's my thing. No, you don't have to trade every day. Be patient. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking part. If you're ever would love to do like maybe a special live where we do something fun, like maybe play a game together, like we get on and some of the people in the chat can join me on like playing COD or something, I don't know, or we just have a fun one, like maybe like we do Friday fun nights or something. That could be a cool idea. But if you ever, or more specific, like a special guest, if you guys would ever like to have someone as a special guest on the stream, feel free, DM me, be like, hey, can you get this guy? I would love to hear from them. Like some of the people I've been thinking that I would love to have on the stream to just chat with is maybe someone who's like knows more about Blast or knows more about the base chain, or someone from like Magic Eden or Jupiter, right? Like Meow, or maybe one of his team that can come chat and like share some alpha or share some just insight on something we're talking about. So I'm trying to figure out how to make the streams even better, right? Let's 10x it. Let's make it even better. Let's make it even grander. Let's make it even more worth your time. So guys, happy Friday, right? It's 11 a.m. where I'm at. Maybe it's a little later for you. Maybe you just grabbed lunch or you're about to go grab lunch, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. But that is it. That's all I have for you today. And look out for when we release some of our merch. You'll see it here first. I'll let you guys know as soon as possible, and we'll have some like pop-ups on the stream that show the new merch we got. But look out for that. It's coming. It's on the way. And thank you so much for being here with me on this stream. It means the world. Have a great Friday. We'll see you later.